What is going on, you guys? Welcome to another Xenoblade Chronicles 2 video. This video, I'm going to cover some changes that have been made in New Game Plus regarding two very good Aux Cores. And I say very good because when used right, they can massively give you an increase in attack depending on your blade's affinity chart, their battle skill. Some of them, get bonuses like add an extra 45% evade whenever your affinity is at max, stuff like that. And the two items that I'm talking about are Hunter's Chemistry and Shoulder to Shoulder. Now, if you remember in the previous new game or the previous Xenoblade, before the new game, all you had to do was equip either the Hunter's Chemistry, two of them, on your spare blades, meaning these two right here. You could either equip two Hunter's Chemistry or equip two Shoulder to Shoulder, and you would get maximum affinity within seconds. And you didn't have to apply any of those Aux Cores onto the blade that was actually gonna be in battle. These just served as background blades so that you could get the maximum affinity. Well, all that has changed in New Game Plus. Now, the way it works in New Game Plus is the blades that you are battling with, they have to carry said Aux Core. It can either be Shoulder to Shoulder or it can be Hunter's Chemistry. Now, when they carry it, how when in the previous Xenoblade, or I'm just gonna refer to it as previous Xenoblade. So before New Game Plus, you equipped the two spare blades with those Aux Cores, and it would give your blade that's fighting maximum affinity. It did not apply to the other, it didn't apply to the other team members. It just applied to your blade and solely your blade. Now, the way that it works now in New Game Plus is everybody in the whole party benefits from the effects of either Shoulder to Shoulder or Hunter's Chemistry. What do I mean by that? Okay, so let me show you real quick. Okay, so we have three party members, right? We have Rex, we have Zeke, and we have Morag. Okay, so now the way this works is each one of the leading blades has to carry either Hunter's Chemistry or Shoulder to Shoulder. So if you remember, you only needed two of them in order to get maximum affinity. Okay, and so let me just show you real quick. Let me unequip all of these. Okay, so Zeke, Azami. Let me go back. Okay, so Harold and Abrona have Hunter's Chemistry. Hunter's Chemistry gives you 250 points towards your affinity if you initiate the fight with a monster. So if we initiate the fight, all of the party members leading blades will have maximum affinity at the very beginning of the fight. So let's go ahead and see that real quick.
Let's show him a thing or three.
You cannot
Yeah!
tame me!
Break!
Yeah!
Everyone's getting
Bullseye!
Unwavering.
As you can see, we're all pretty much right. Let's see, theory. Okay, there she goes. She took some time, but you saw we are at maximum affinity right at the very beginning of the fight.
It's time to hit them where everyone's getting psyched.
You have
Okay, so that's how the Aux Cores work in New Game Plus. Now I'll show you that it does not work the same method that it did in before New Game. So before New Game, you could equip two spare blades.
Got it. I give you my all.
Hello there.
And you could give them the said Aux Core, so we'll give them the Hunter's Chemistry. And Hunter's Chemistry, okay. Alright, so this is the way it worked. Our backup blades had the Aux Cores, and we would get the maximum affinity at the very beginning of the fight. So let's go ahead and do that.
Let's show him a thing or three. Yeah!
I felt something.
My thoughts exactly. Wow!
Let me
Wow!
get
The
it.
enemy's element is now ice.
Quick and
Did I
hard.
do that?
Follow me to victory.
Yeah! No one can stop it. Not to boast.
Okay, so you can clearly see that there is a big difference in the time that it takes for us to reach maximum affinity with the old method compared to the new method. So the old method of using the hunter's chemistry or the shoulder to shoulder does not work anymore. They have to the leading party blade of every member, or two leading blades of the of the whole party group, has to have either hunter's chemistry or shoulder to shoulder in order for it to work, and it'll apply the effect to the whole party. So the whole party can get maximum affinity at the very beginning of a fight, but two out of the leading blades from the two party members have to have hunter's chemistry or shoulder to shoulder. Now you might not think that that's not a big deal, but in before New Game, we were able to make builds and get maximum, make builds that revolved around getting maximum affinity at the very beginning of the fight. We can still do that, but now we are limited in I guess our builds now have to be reworked because the old effect does not work anymore. So we kind of gotta work with fitting in Aux Cores on our leading blades, and as you know, they are leading damage, and taking up space for that Aux Core can be a little bit bothersome, but that's the way that it works now in New Game Plus. I was messing around and I kind of ran across this, and it seemed a bit weird that the old method wasn't working anymore. So I was like, okay, well maybe the party member has to, the leading blade has to carry it now, and maybe a backup blade can carry it. So I did that method. It did not work. I got a little bit faster to maximum affinity, but not right at the very beginning of the fight. So I applied it to another leading member's blade, and we got maximum affinity at the very beginning of the fight. So I know that I was just repeating myself, but let me just sum it up again. In New Game Plus, the leading blades that each of your characters use have to have either shoulder to shoulder or hunter's chemistry in order for that effect to take place, and it takes that effect spreads through the whole party. So the whole party will have maximum affinity at the very beginning of the fight. The old method before New Game Plus does not work anymore. Okay, so I just wanted to share that. Not sure if it's a big deal for most people, but in my case, it kind of was, because the builds that we had going on in before New Game no longer work anymore. Now I haven't gone back to the I guess easy mode, which would be before New Game Plus. I haven't gone back and see if it changed there. I just know that in New Game Plus it has been changed a bit. Okay, so that's it for the video, you guys. I know I rambled on and I know I repeated it, but I mean, the more you hear it, the more you'll understand it, and the better you'll keep that in mind. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.